Good morning. My name is Mandy and I'm here with my sister Renee, and we're on a walk on our Texas ranch with one of our 3-year-old geldings, Redemption. So we're here to introduce you to this lovely young guy. He is an Arabian Standardbred cross from our Arabian stallion and Standardbred mare. And he is in training now, light training with Renee, kind of a lot of exposure and just starting him gently as a 3-year-old. So right now we're out on one of our training walks with him. Renee does a lot of walking with the young 3-year-old so that there's not a lot of time put on their back as they're still growing. And they need to just tighten up and finish growing, but then you can expose them to lots of things out on the trail here. Get him used to just being out alone, learning how to bond with Renee. So that's what we're up to this morning. And Renee's here to tell us just a little bit about his personality as she's discovered kind of a bit more about him over the last 2 to 3 months, I would say.
Yeah, been working with Red probably consistently, about 3 months now. He's been handled since he was a baby, but we've actually started purposeful groundwork for everything that's going to lead up to getting on his back and riding him. And Red is a very, very smart, very confident. Get him out here and he's not with his friends and he doesn't seem to mind. He seems to actually really enjoy the time together. He just looks around, not really spooking at anything, just taking everything in. If he comes across anything that might be a little bit alarming, very willing to go up to it. There's never a big deal for him. Very smart, likes to really try to figure out what you're asking of him, almost to the point sometimes of trying to anticipate it before you ask. And so you can tell he's really eager to please, which I really like. And he's just an overall sweet, sweet guy.
We bred Redemption for the purpose of endurance. His dam, Lista, was a 75-mile FEI competitive mare. She did quite well in the sport. And we wanted to see how the Standardbred Arabian cross fared in the sport. We're quite pleased with his overall conformation and how he's coming along. He has an older brother who is 5 years old and is just starting his career in endurance. He has a half-brother, Standardbred Arabian cross named Rising, who's doing very well in the sport. He's completed 75 miles and many 50-mile races, taking first place in best conditions. We're quite happy with the Standardbred Arabian cross thus far. We're excited to see how this guy comes along. He's got great conformation. He's got nice big feet. Renee's obviously worked with him and knows a little bit more about his personality. So can you tell us just attributes you see that he has for endurance?
Yeah, one benefit that I personally really like is his sensitivity. He is very sensitive to the touch. So he has not taken a lot of leg to get going at the walk. He's got a nice big stride, but it's not rushy. He is solid and sure-footed. From the time I sat on him, I said, well, there's a nice horse underneath him. He's not wobbly. Didn't take him long to figure out my weight under saddle. He's very, very keen to seem to want to go on to the next thing. So he's a very willing partner. For endurance, he seems to just be, especially out on trail, the happiest. So for an endurance horse, obviously trail miles are going to be what you're putting on. And out here seems to be where he's the most confident, and he seems to really enjoy our time out on the trail especially.
Renee and I hope you've enjoyed watching this short film on Redemption. If you'd like to learn more about this young gelding, please feel free to reach out to Jenna Harrison.